Sorry, things have been a bit crazy here at home, and yes, I have been procrastinating a bit, but here, let me make it up to you all, okay? And let me just make this clear. I love Rwby. It has quickly become one of my most favorite series of all time, right up there with Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, and of course, MLP. And really, it's amazing to see just how big this series has become when it's only 3 years old, and yet it has 3 seasons, a spin-off series, a video game, tons of merchandise, and even an official Japanese dub. However, I bet not many of you know that Rwby even has a manga. No, I'm serious, it actually exists. But before I talk about the manga, let me give a quick summary of Rwby for those who don't know. Rwby, or RWBY, is an anime-esque web series on Rooster Teeth created by the late Montiel, and it takes place in a fantasy world called Remnant, where we follow 4 young girls, Ruby Rose, Schnee, Blake Belladonna, and Yang Xiaolong, as they go to an academy named Beacon in order to learn how to become huntresses and fight the evil of the world known as Grimm. And to any of my anime viewers, this does sound like any shonen high school story, and you'll be right, which would help explain why he's done so well in Japan. The manga is drawn and written by Shiro Miwa, whose other works include Dog's Prelude and Dog's Bullets and Carnage, and the story is more of an in-depth look at each of the girls' trailers. Chapters 1 and 2 are on Ruby's trailer, while 3 and 4 focus on Weiss, and that's where I want to focus on. The manga gives us a bit of a deeper look into Weiss's childhood and shows that even from an early age she had very high expectations set upon her as heirs to Schnee Dust Company. And it's because of this pressure that she wants to go to Beacon, to not only become free but to make a name for herself without the need of the family title. Her father doesn't want her to go though, so he tells his secretary that if she's adamant on going, she'll have to pass a test first. That test being, beat that suit of armor from her trailer. Now let me ask you this, my dear viewers, what did you think that armor was? I thought the armor was some kind of mech, which isn't that crazy since mechs exist in Rwby and the Schnee have made countless others. My brother thought it was just a suit of armor powered with dust, which isn't that bad of an idea, however that is also wrong. The manga reveals that the armor is actually a Grimm! More technically, it's a possession type Grimm powered by an amalgamation of many captured Grimm, but still, it's a Grimm. So why am I making a big deal out of this? Well first, spoiler warning for the rest of the series. Back in the world of Remnant on Grimm, they explain that while not impossible, it is extremely difficult to capture and contain Grimm as they'll either kill their captors or die in captivity, and once they die, their corpse will remain for only a few minutes before it evaporates. So the question is, how does Schnee Dust Company manage to capture so many Grimm and use them to make the suit? Sadly, the manga doesn't answer this, and I don't want to speculate too much on that. However, this does give me a great idea for Weiss's solo story. So if you'll humor me, we know at the end of Volume 3 in the Fall of Beacon, Weiss's father's taken her back to Atlas for her protection, but there's also the fiasco caused by all their mechs going loose and attacking the civilians. So now the 3 kingdoms will begin to see Atlas as an enemy, and there'll be those who want to retaliate. Atlas will need to protect itself, however not even they will want to use mechs again since they could be hacked. What I'm thinking is that some will suggest that maybe they should invest into building more Grimm armor, and since they're made by something living, they can't be hacked. However, this is all just a trap set by Salem in order to have more troops, and once all the armors are created, she'll set them upon Atlas. This is where Weiss's solo arc would be. She'll have to stop this plan from happening while also finally standing up to her father. And here she can finally master her summoning, we can get this awesome fight between Armored Grimm, and she can even team with her sister Winter, Team Funky, and hopefully Penny. Oh Penny, please come back! Now, there'll be those of you who will ask if the manga is canon or not, and sadly, I don't have 100% confirmation from Rooster Teeth. However, the collective opinion I've seen from fans is that the manga is canon, so maybe it's like the MLP comics in that it's canon unless otherwise. Anyway though, this is just speculation, so who knows what will happen. I just really wanted to talk about this, and if you're interested in reading the manga, I'll leave a link to 2 sites where you can. I'm gonna head back and finish up the rest of Reflection, but until then, I'm Valis and I hope you all have a good day.